Hello everyone, and we're continuing the top 10 cards to play during your War of the Spark pre-release. And today we're going over the white cards. So, basically this is sealed coming up. I'm going to go over the top 10 cards I'd play in this coming sealed, and go over a few honorable mentions. First up at number 10, Sunblade Angel. A little pricey, 6 mana for a 3/3, but it has all the abilities. Flying, First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. I love that. Yes, a common red spell can kill it, but the fact that if this goes unchecked, it's just gonna destroy in the air so well. The lifelink, the first strike really, vigilance, it can still hang out and block. I love this card, except for the 6 mana. But yeah, still gonna play this. Don't know if I'd play, a ton of them. Maybe just one, maybe two. It is sealed, but still very good flyer in the air. At number 9, we have Gideons Triumph. 2 mana for instant speed, sack card, it's basically an edict effect in white. This one though, I like because the opponent has to sacrifice a creature they attack or blocked with. So they're probably gonna be attacking with cards that they think are good, that will survive combat, that'll deal damage, and you're gonna make them sacrifice one of those. So if they only attack with one like 5/5, play this, they have to sack it. You can play this after, damage is dealt, and maybe you cleared out a few of their creatures, and now you chump block the really big one, and it's the only one alive. Guess what? Now they have to sack it. I like that. The part where you can make them sacrifice 2 creatures, probably not going to happen unless you have a mythic card, and it just happens to be a Gideon. But the fact that, it's just 2 mana for this, maybe get a little combat shenanigans going on. I like that, especially in white. Number 8, with 8 converted mana cost, we have Hellion 2. Wow, okay, so this card, 8 mana, that's a lot. Even in sealed, that's a lot, but doable. Maybe not white, but still probably can be doable. It's a vehicle with a crew of 4, which that's a lot too, but it does everything. Flying, First Strike, Vigilance, awesome. When it attacks, you make 2 4/4 angels with Flying and Vigilance. So basically, if you can get this down and attack with it, I don't see how you lose the game. You could still lose the game. There's always a way, but it's pretty much unstoppable. The problem is getting this down and crewing it. Gonna be a little hard. Could just be a dead card in your hand. Could just be down the board if you don't have any other creatures. But I think I'll take the chance and play this. And, maybe I got stuck in some mana, maybe side it out. But this card, wow, if you just attack with it, holy crap. At number 7, we have Divine Arrow, another kill spell at 2 mana. Love that. Instant speed, deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Pretty much, Gideon's Reproach, which is always a fine card. 4 damage, won't kill everything, but it'll kill enough. And, basically, someone attacks, you tap your 2 mana, they're like, okay, here it comes. They always see it coming, but they still attack anyway, because what are you going to do? So, love this card, always great. Coming at number 6, Law Rune Enforcer. 1 mana for a 1/2. You might be saying, what? That sounds horrible. But pay 1, tap, and you just tap down their creature with converted mana cost 2 or greater. Always a great ability. This costs, it's usually just tap. This costs a 1 extra, but still awesome. Now, the problem with this is, doesn't get army tokens, which I thought it did at first because I thought it was power. Then I was like, oh wait, no, it's converted mana cost. Their converted mana cost is 0. There is no way, actually, to do this type of effect in this set. They have no pacifisms, no claustrophobias or anything, mainly because of army. Because if you did that to a army token, kind of wreck that whole strategy. But this works on tons of other cards. Still always great, especially in sealed. It comes down late in the game, still has a ton of work it can do. Coming at number 5, Wanderer's Strike. 5 mana sorcery, exile target creature. Hey, I'll play that. Sealed, that's fine. But also, you get to proliferate. So, this set, there's counters, there's planeswalkers, there's, things that go on army tokens. This helps out with all of that. There's no infect, so nothing like that. But still, I think there's enough. The proliferate is, will be fine. This is mainly for the exile. The proliferate is just a nice little bonus. Number 4, Trusted Pegasus. Oh, always love this type of card in any limited format. 3 mana, 2/2, flyer. It's like, okay, yeah, that's a Windrake, that's fine. But when it attacks, any other creature you control gets flying. Holy crap. So all those vanilla creatures that are just big dumb things, now they have flying. Your 5 mana, 5/4, whatever, that just keeps getting chump blocked. Now it's just flying over the clouds and over those little 1/1s, attacking in the air. Oh, it's so good. Used to be a 1/3, so it could survive, lots of combats this way. Hits a little bit harder, but is very easily killed, especially with some of the red spells flying around. But still going to play as many of these as I can get. Coming at number 3, nice little form of removal. Always a nice form. Prison Realm, 3 mana for enchantment. That's basically O-ring, but for creatures or planeswalkers. And you can just scry 1 when it comes into the battlefield. Love this. Gets rid of so many things. They have a god. Guess what? Boom, it's out of here. Yeah, there's the god clause, but still, you take care of it. Any planeswalkers giving you some troubles, they're gone. And, nice little upside of just scrying 1. Coming at number 2, a very nice mythic, Finale of Glory. These finale cards, some of them are crazy, some of them are horrible. This one's crazy. White X. Create X 2/2 white soldier creature tokens with Vigilance. So, I'd like to go off with these. It's by converted mana cost of 5. So at 5 converted mana cost, you're making 3 2/2 soldiers with Vigilance. Hell yeah, I'll play that. That's awesome. The X, if X is 10 clause, never gonna happen. That's 12 mana. Come on. I mean, maybe if you're in green and you have tons of ramp, but by then, come on, you're just what's going on with that game. But yeah, 6 mana, you're getting 4 2/2s. That's even better, of course. But yeah, early game, not so great. 3 mana to create 1 2/2, very underwhelming. The later the game goes, which it will in sealed, of course, the better and better this gets. And it gets so much better. If you're ahead, just gets you more ahead. If you're at parity, this breaks that parity. And if you're behind, helps you a ton. So yeah, great card. And before we get to number 1, our honorable mentions, Tomic, Distinguished Advocates, we'll say that's his name. White for a 2/3 with flying. And that's it. The other clause doesn't really matter too much, but 2 mana for a 2/3 flyer. Hey, I'll play that. It's double white, which kind of sucks because turn 2 probably not coming down, but turn 3 or 4 it comes down. Still fine with that. So basically, you're playing this as a 2/3 flyer, and that's fine. Just don't really care about the other land clauses and stuff. Speaking of flyers, we have Enforcer Griffin, 5 mana for a 3/4 with flying. Very vanilla, but still, it's sealed. Flyers win you the game. And this one, attacks nice, blocks better because of that 4 in the butt. And last, Battlefield Promotion, 2 mana for instant speed, combat trick. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature, so for proliferate, that's nice. It gains first strike, that's very nice, so it could, survive combat. And you gain 2 life, which, it's not nothing, and that's great. 2 mana for all that, I'll take it as a combat trick. If it was just +1/+1 and first strike, I'd be like, oh, yeah, that's pretty good. But, the 2 life, it's like, okay, sure, why not? And coming at number 1, probably not surprised here because you'll be seeing them in a lot of 1 spots. The God Eternals, God Eternal Eketra. 5 mana, 3/6. That's not very exciting, but it has double strike, so basically a 6/6. And whenever you cast a creature spell, just make a 4/4 black zombie token with Vigilance. What? So not only are you playing an awesome creature, and every time you play another awesome creature, you get a pretty awesome creature, those creatures also can feed off of the abilities of the Amass Lords. So if there's one that gives all your zombie tokens, trample, or flying, or first strike, these ones get it too. So that's amazing. And if she dies, has a little god clause of you put it 3rd from the top of your library instead of, in your graveyard or getting exiled. So hard to deal with. Buys your opponent a little bit of time if they kill it, but it's coming back. And yeah, so good. And she's leaving back behind probably a few zombies. All right, that does it for white. White looks really good, I have to say. Just crazy. Wow. Let me know. Is there anything you thought I missed or something? I'm sure there's a few cards. Cutting the top 10's hard. And the honorable mentions, there's other cards I want to talk about, but I just wanted to keep the 3. So I'm sure there's some things I missed. Hey, discuss them in the comments. I'll be there discussing with you. And see you next time. This program brought to you by viewers like you.